Hey.
Alright, so if we're live, I will tweet.
Hey. We're live. Here's me being live. And
Look at
okay.
the liveness that we have.
Yes, look at us. We're all alive.
I know, right?
Got one of my cats
Right.
here. We're all alive so far.
You know.
Right, you say.
Cool. There's a question for this week.
Oh, yeah. I've got one. So, I know that we as heroes, we always try and help people, you know, whether it be saving villages or whole planes of existence, and we do the best that we can. But sometimes I know that despite our best intentions, not everything goes right in this adventuring life. So my question for everyone this week is, if there was any one event in your adventuring life that you could go back in time and get another chance to do it over again, what would it be and why? Let's start with Brad.
Whoa, like, man, there's like so much I would love to go and do over. But like, honestly, I would so totally want to chill with the druids in the woods again, just because that was a sweet party.
Okay. As a druid, I must respect that answer. It is part of our code. How about you, Tyrael? If there was something you could have a chance to go back and do again in this adventuring life, what would it be?
Well, you know all those guards I've accidentally or purposely murdered?
Why, yes, they haunt my nightmares.
Yeah, you know, there's quite a few of those poor, unfortunate souls that should probably come back. that would be Tyrael's thing.
As the person who drew first blood on that particular day, I share Tyrael's sentiment, and that is my answer as well. But how about you, Anolo? Do you have anything, if you could go back and do it over again?
Well, Alvin, can I have two times? Maybe I'd like to revisit two different separate things.
Show off.
I'll
big
allow
one.
it.
I will
I'll
not
allow
take
it.
one. I will always be the best and take two. Thank you, Alvin. You're the best. First one I would really like to revisit would be that sweet time when I was in the fighting ring with 3 other giants so I could kick their asses again. That was one of my favorite times, but on a serious level. I would like to go back to the day we lost Mordo.
My answer. That's why I only wanted to have one.
You could shove it, Ander. Pick a new one.
Well, Andrew, if that had been your answer, I can come back to you. How about you, Soot? If there's anything in your career as an adventurer you'd like to do over, perhaps do differently.
Well, I probably wouldn't have looked in the book in the first place. But besides that, I probably shouldn't have burned that library down.
Wait a minute. Were we with you when you
Orphanage.
burnt a library down?
No.
No.
You've got so much mystery to you, kitten.
Anderson's like a shirt collar pop kind of guy.
And going from small to large, how about you, Thurkir? Is there anything you would wish to do over?
Thurkir regrets nothing. Every scar, we learn and grow and become stronger. Thurkir would go back and relive his first kill on a giant crocodile, proving he is the superior lizard. Or reptile, I mean. That thing.
Okay, respect.
It is
Andrew,
a
have you?
great trial of an 8-year-old. It's excellent to do.
Andrew, have you had enough time
Yes.
to?
To go back and do it again. Well, there was this blonde, this brunette, and this redhead. But what I would really say is I would go back to that damn tower in the Feywild where we saw, what's his name there? Mr. Naked Druid guy who was turning evil.
Aachen.
Instead of calling
Aachen
Aachen,
Braid.
yeah, Aachen, I would have backstabbed the hell out of that dude. We could have saved Mordo. We could have kept the forest from turning into a big piece of crap.
Caused many tears for us.
We would strangle him in his crib.
And although, what?
No, we would not strangle anything in their crib. You.
And although wouldn't have to eat dirt.
You gotta at least let them become evil first. You know what I mean?
What?
And you know what? That dirt, it wasn't so bad. I mean, it filled me up.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
And
that one
last,
like kickstarted a lot of stuff. Yeah.
but by no means least, how about you, Snow? Is there anything you would redo as an adventurer?
Honestly, when we visited Cliffnall and attacked the tower, maybe I wouldn't drop so many blizzards on the tower. Maybe then they would have been able to defend themselves from the dragon.
Yeah, there's that.
Well,
Oops.
unintended
Any
consequences,
NPCs?
indeed. I
Any
definitely
NPCs
put
you
a
wanna
lot
vote?
of lightning bolts. Oh, yeah. Any NPCs, guys? We'd want to ask that question of?
I want
Greg.
Buick Saber, but that's just me. Greg, oh my gosh!
Oh,
Rag.
yeah, Greg.
Yes! Andrew's
sure,
headpiece.
Greg.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Greg.
Yeah.
I gotta get the notes out then.
So for you viewers,
And
Greg
Wimpy
is a
notes,
semi-living
notes,
headband.
Notes.
Oh,
I think he had
Am I living?
a loved one, a lover, someplace in the
I'm sure,
mountains.
I'm sure he had family. Yeah.
Bet he had a lot of loved ones.
oh my gosh. Okay,
I don't know,
where's
he's kind of a rough
Greg?
guy.
Hold on.
I hardly can wear him anymore.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, you're fine.
I just wanna be accurate. I don't want to just make it up
No.
again like I usually do.
We threw
Oh
a
my god,
curveball
the
at you.
mining.
I mean, on account of the fact that you have legitimate notes, I don't think any of us can complain that you're referring to them.
I think we should point out that
period.
he's got multiple notebooks of notes.
I've got a lot of documentation for this whole campaign. Where is... Okay, I found it. Where is it?
Something about this background music makes me think of typewriters.
Oh, my bunny is in the background, clanging
Oh,
in a
is
water
that what
bottle.
Oh, is that what that
Oh,
is?
okay. So that particular sound isn't part of the. So like, everything's so like happy
Yeah.
and chiming and
Remix.
pipes, and then
And
Just some guy manically typing in the background. Just...
it's the
Okay.
Rabbit remix. All right.
Oh my
The
god.
TV, no beer makes Homer something.
yeah, go crazy.
Hey, okay.
Don't mind if I
So
do.
you want to know what? So you want to know what I regret? Fine. I hate to say it, because I love her, but Valra, she had quite a tail and a pair of horns to make one swoon, and it was a strictly forbidden love, and I'm susceptible. I'm sorry, but if I hadn't fallen in love with her, I wouldn't be on Ender's head.
Where would you
Yeah.
be, bro?
Pretty juicy.
I might still be fucking alive. So yeah, that's Greg.
All right.
Yes. Well
That was.
done.
I knew that was going to be worth it.
I don't
Greg
think I
was a
even got
good
that much
choice.
out of you. I need to talk to Craig more.
No, you don't talk to Greg anymore. I mean, what do we do?
Greg got forgotten.
You don't
He's
even
busy.
go.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to sync the multiverse. Some things get left in the lurch. I can speak up.
But what about saving me,
I was
Greg?
I was gonna say Greg could probably just speak up sometimes. She's like, "Oh, Ender, get up."
I got a lot going on, guys.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's see. Let's. Where's my hat?
Now in the player chat, we're gonna be like, and what does Greg think about this?
So, last time, recovering from your protection of Mihan's ritual, fending off what appeared to be a mummy lord in a gigantic sandstorm with bones. You had a quiet day where Mihan, exhausted, was sleeping through much of it. But after he awoke, you guys commiserated. The Cogmaster is back in action. He is excited. He is making stuff, and he has got his mojo back, and he couldn't help himself. He also spoke with his son Gibble a little bit to repair some of a relationship there. What else happened? He also made some new inventions. He has the first one you saw, the Panapult, which is a pancake catapult. He also had this sort of like little minigun for eggs for firing them into the pan. And probably the most useful of the bunch is a giant sombrero with these kind of chains and kind of visors that allows you to see invisible elementals. You know.
Oh, yeah.
There was also, let's see, you guys did see Nemaris walking along the sort of southern horizon, heading to the west, heading towards Newsham, atop her giant scorpion. Then, let's see. Oh, it was also mentioned that through conversation with Meehan once he woke up, that you guys have a common enemy, and you shared that Tiamat might be trying to come back into the material plane through various entities, through unicorns or stuff like that, and this really freaked out Meehan, who did some research for a bit, found out that there might be some truth to this or some other things, and vowed to make you allies in the fight against Tiamat. And to that end, the Cogmaster and Meehan had a nice little moment where they talk in whispers about something they want to make for you. Well, just generally. And the other person who heard it was Ander. So that's where we're going to pick up once I change the music. Music, goodbye. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Sounded pretty good to me.
There was something about Tiamat giving boons to some of her higher ranking.
Yes. Yes, the boons of Tiamat. There were, as legend has it, there are 5 of them that are given specially to Tiamat's champions, which not much is known about these artifacts, except they seem to amplify innate abilities to a considerable magnitude. So, yes, the boons of Tiamat. Right.
And Ander wrecked one of them, so there should maybe be 4 left? Question mark.
Maybe.
Well,
Unless
we
you
don't
just
know
Right.
Get them back.
because I did hit it with Banishing Strike. So I destroyed the material plane component thing that we saw, but there's any sort of, I don't know, where's Tiamat in the hells? I don't know. Wherever that plane is, it might have gone back to that.
Yeah, she's in Avernus.
You put the bone back in Tiamat?
All right, so the Cogmaster and Meehan animatedly talking. They look up at you like, and they start to turn around like, okay, we have a surprise. It's gonna take probably a couple days. We'll be right back. And they start to run away out the tunnel down through the stairs. But then Cogmaster comes back and goes, oh, okay, hold on. I gotta get Gimbal first. I need Gimbal. Oh, he's gonna love this. And he goes back out the other way to get down to the airship and bring Gimbal back to work on whatever they're going to work on. Meehan comes back through and he's like, okay, yeah, this is exciting stuff. You're gonna like it. Just make yourself a home or do what you gotta do, okay? And he's like, gives you guys a thumbs up and he leaves. What do you do?
So that's good, right, guys? I guess.
I think they're going to do something with the Buick LeSabre.
Are we on vacation? Is this a vacation?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
You get
Dude, trip to
vacation.
Newsham,
I
bros.
guess. I'm gonna go tell the gnomes they've got some free time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do want to point out that the flaming chains, was it?
Blazing chain.
Blazing chains. They're still around. They were a pretty bad group of individuals that were around Newsham. So going into Newsham is not without its risks as much as I'd like to dunk on them. Walking back in there.
What if we all went in disguises?
Well,
I'm
I
a
could
pro
disguise the
disguise.
space, but
I change into me, but with a different hat on.
That's an
no one knows.
excellent
Anyway.
disguise.
Oh, not to
Um,
mention, since we know Siedra's working with their boss, if he catches us, he might try and bring us back to her if he's been hired.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was like a independent contractor. Was my impression. I think like he was for hire, but I don't know that he necessarily is her boss. But yeah, he'd want to kill us anyway for his own reasons.
We should totally go to Newsham.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
Wait,
definitely
wait.
in the boat of yes for Newsham.
How far would it be? Like, actually, I don't know where we
'cause
really
can't-
are.
I don't think we can actually take the ship or anything, you know?
Oh no, we wouldn't take the ship to Newsham.
That's the,
Be
that's
way
the
too
quickest
conspicuous.
way.
Well, right, but they needed to work on it, right?
I didn't say that.
They didn't say
Oh.
they were working on the ship.
Anders said they probably are doing something on the ship.
How far are we from Newsham? I mean, Brad and I could wild shape into pack animals. Some of us can fly.
Meehan might still have the sand ship.
He's never gonna let us borrow that again.
We got it back to him in
We'll make
mostly
him- make
one
ourselves
piece.
Like years late.
Well, he's a dragon. His accounting for time is greatly different than ours. In fact, I would say he probably was surprised he got it back that quickly.
I say it wouldn't hurt to ask him. Ask it.
I mean,
Is me Hannah?
Yeah.
or we could
him?
take the Buick LeSabre. They didn't say they were working on the ship. We could sort of jump to that conclusion.
Could also pay Nemorisa a visit. Maybe she'll have some scorpions or something we can ride.
Scorpion sounds cool. Like, or we could just like totally chill here. It seems safe. Like, just wait.
Brad.
I've got some spice.
Brad. But we could go get a lot more spice.
Yeah, but like, if we're spending like 2 days getting new spice, like, what if we just spend 2 days like consuming spice?
Ooh, that's tempting. 2 whole days, you say?
Yeah. Like, if it's like just you and me, bro, I think I might have enough. We could just like bliss out.
And where's that barmaid at that one place where we did the gambling?
Carousing too in Newsham is one of my favorite things to do in Newsham. It's my second favorite, of course. First is obvious.
It's not running a job on the museum there.
No.
Ah, yes, places
I
to
was
not
forced.
visit.
Yeah.
So we do have enemies there. Let's be aware of that as we go back in, because there's the gnomes that had the hell's the name of that?
The Luminarium.
The Luminarium. Thank you, voice in my head. Then there's the blazing chains, and I don't know who else.
Well, I mean, you were once
Solana's
banished.
I'm done. My banishment is over. And what's his face there with the name? Boy,
Right,
I'm
but
terrible.
You were once banished, meaning that he probably still holds somewhat of a smidgen of resentment towards you, or
What's
hesitation, so to speak.
Bodrick, right? That's the
Bodrick.
dude who
Bodrick.
banished you? Yeah.
Yes.
He was a friend of mine. I like Podrick.
It'd be nice to get at that pool again, at the very least.
So I'm gonna vote for Newsham, and if that vote fails, I
Oh.
vote for 2 whole straight days of spice trading with Brad.
Ice training.
I mean, I was going to go to Newsham no matter what. I have business with Jasper, the merchant of minerals.
Well, then I couldn't let you go alone, my druidic friend, my longtime companion. I'll have to accompany you.
I totally gotta go.
And if we happen to find ourselves in a tavern with pretty barmaids, so be it, right, Ander?
Yes.
Or if there's like
Uh,
a bunch of people that are trying to kill us while we're there, that would be good.
That's
good.
also entirely possible, son.
Creepy little cat.
So,
I mean,
Okay,
I
how
vote
we
for
get
Newsham.
Newsham.
yeah,
let's-
the general vote seems to be for Newsham, yeah?
I think we should maybe go ask Meehan if we could borrow the sand ship. Why not? While our friends take care of this one and really build it up for us.
Like, that's like pretty good idea because like the ship's super trashed.
It wouldn't be as impressive to arrive in a trashed airship as it would be in a glorious one. I intend to
True.
make my return to Newsham glorious, one way or another.
Let's do it.
Okay,
So it
who's
looks
gonna
like you're gonna
are
go
you all-
ask Meehan, right?
Are all of you going, or
Don't
I'll
split the
tag
For
along.
the Meehan asking?
no? I'm asking as a DM. Are all of you
Oh,
going to ask
are
me?
we all going to...
Because he
I-
left. He went downstairs.
Yeah, I think Brad's ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you,
Um,
Boots? Are you coming? They're here?
Am I?
Oh, Thirkir doesn't wear boots.
No, but you make a lovely pair.
Thirkir does not have
Right.
feeble feet. He needs no boots.
Yes. Would you like to go to the city with us?
Maybe.
Might
there
be able to
anything
find
to
some
eat
fresh
there?
livestock there.
Exotic livestock.
It's a very large city. They trade in many things.
Thirkir has found there is not much you can legally hunt in cities. But if you feel unsafe without Thirkir around, he will come with you.
I'm certain that, and I wouldn't mind reading, but yes, that'd be fun.
Kitty.
A demanding kitty.
Yeah.
So vocal.
Yeah, Trixie is demanding.
Hey, Trixie.
Yes.
Hi, Trixie.
Yeah. Okay, so you all kind of you head down the staircase that winds around, and you start passing through familiar sights that you were here from last time, just going the other direction. So you saw the room where the happy dragons and there was the animatronic balcony and all the instruments are. You pass through that and you see the sort of looks to be like just an open air kind of chamber for gold coins, but this is where those iron cobras shot out at you from those gold coins. Nothing happens now, but and you go through the winding sandstone-ish tunnels past where the mimic door was, and you go down lower, and you kind of spiral down more tunnels, and the gigs start to change a little bit. The dragons that you had seen previous to this were more of happiness in more of a youthful sense, but now the dragons that you see here are older. They are more mature, and as you go down far, you see them grow older and more bigger, larger, just the whole thing. They're still kind of generally happy, but the happiness is tempered with the experience of age. But it's this whole montage of what appears in Mihan's life and experiences as you spiral down. And you'll see moments of other dragons there with him. It's difficult to tell what kind they are because there's no color. Just sometimes the frills change, the wings change. Sometimes they look like Mihan, like it might be like a more parent-sibling kind of thing. Other times you see other dragons that are clearly not copper, but might be more a different metallic color. Cavorting, having fun, trying to be as carefree as a dragon can be. And you come down to a door, and the door is just, it's all gears. It's all clockwork gears. There's no key, there's no door handle, there's no hole, there's nothing. It's just a bunch of gears in the shape of a door.
Alvin, presuming that Ander is going to do the talking, casts guidance on him real quick.
Oh. Okay, I will knock at the door then.
Okay. As you knock, you see all the gears start spinning, and almost like a pinball machine, you see this little ball go up over the door and down. Another one up over the door and down. Up over the door, that kind of thing. Until all the ones on the left go to the right, and the door goes, and you hear this visible, you feel this intake of air. It's almost like this weird airlock chamber. And you hear Mihan, "Hey! No! This is a surprise!" And you see him, he comes up the door, this blue-haired gnome. "Hey, what do you want?"
Can we borrow the sand ship?
"Oh, yeah, I said make yourselves a home. I just figured you'd take it."
Yeah, I told you guys.
But, here,
We didn't want to be rude.
if you're gonna go, I trust you, but take this. And he pulls out a bag. It's food. You need food on the trip.
Yes, and water too. We'll take some of our supplies from the Buick and put them in the.
You don't want my dragon stuff?
I do.
Oh no,
I'll do.
we definitely want your dragon stuff. I'm just saying.
Never refuse dragon stuff.
It's way better. Way better.
Have you seen a Nolo eat? Sometimes you got to really plan ahead.
That's accurate.
I think it's gonna be fine. You don't need to ration it, but try it. Okay, we got business to do. And you see like Gimmigo going, Dad, you hit me again, Dad. And I gotta go. He shuts the door, and the balls all fall again.
That certainly
Locks
seems
the
like
door,
he's got the
sealed it.
gears turning.
Look, don't worry about it. Gnomes are involved. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. You can always trust a gnome. Or a dragon shaped like a gnome.
How do you think they made those balls go from the one side to the other? I'm just amazed by this whole lock mechanism in this door. It's just magic, I suppose, but it's pretty rad.
Maybe there's like a straw and they just like suck the balls from one side to the other with like air.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Straw.
And so as you guys are walking back up the staircase, you're talking about this stuff.
I'm going to sample some of the food from the bag.
Totally.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Alvin's in on that
You open
too.
You open the bag and it's a bunch of what looks to be like dried fruits, fresh biscuits. There's some meat in there that looks to be weirdly like succulent, but it's got this sort of preservedness to it, so it's not. It's like it's been enchanted. And there's cheeses, there's breads. I mean, he gave you a good assortment of stuff. Is there something particular to try?
Oh, we'd like to try some of the meat.
Okay, so you pull out some of the meat, and it's got a nice smoky smell to it, almost like bacon, but it's got more of a consistency of a brisket.
Okay.
Okay, and you bite into it, and it's good. It's like it tastes like it was just made freshly. However, I'm going to send you a message, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew's gonna spend the whole
These
time
are
on the
good
privy.
snacks.
He's got the rubberies into tumblies.
Enchanted by dragon jerky.
Affected by crazy farts. Oh, it is! It's something like that! Look at this
Oh
thing!
man, this is good! I can't wait to eat something too.
I can't wait to eat something too.
Yeah. Alvin pulls out his dagger and he wants to cut himself a little piece of bread and then a bit of cheese and make like just a little cheese sandwich and eat that.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
try the
Hold on.
meat.
Where-
Okay. And just big bite of my cheese sandwich.
Where is that? Oh, I gotta find you.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Okay. So the cheese.
I should also be expecting a direct message.
Yeah,
then, I
but so,
take
yeah,
it?
the message is coming now.
Gotcha.
Andrew,
Sorry.
can you say my name?
Yeah. I
Oh, yeah.
can. Anolo.
See
Is
where slow roasting gets you?
this a new game?
Kitty.
Right.
Well, I don't know about the dried meat, but this cheese sandwich was just real good.
You probably shouldn't talk with your mouth full. It's really hard to understand you.
Alvin chews and swallows and then repeats himself. Well, I don't know about the dried meat, but this cheese sandwich is real delicious. And as I'm saying that, you can almost, there's little bubbles that sort of like rise up out of my mouth. And bloop, 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 bloop.
Is
Oh, no.
it just me? Or is Alvin talking different?
More people eat stuff. More people eat stuff.
You know what? I'm going to take me a
Andrew, I
biscuit.
had with my popcorn with kind of black, but you're talking funny too.
This is gonna be so
Oh
much
my
fun.
God.
I want to try some dried fruit.
Dried fruit for okay. So as you try the dried fruit, there's a selection of apricots, and so you have some grapes and some figs, some stuff like that, and coming through.
Oh boy, what
You get
roll of
this.
the dice do I get?
And there. Good.
Can I detect magic?
Yeah, the whole bag just glows with
Okay.
this sort of various enchantments, and just kind of you get pelted in the face with all the magic inside of it.
Okay, so there's nothing in there that's like enchantment free.
No, everything is enchanted.
Cool.
Yeah. How do I? There it is. Okay, good. Lost my gallery view. Okay, cool. So, Tyrael, do you have anything you wish to say?
I mean, it definitely doesn't taste odd, but there's got to be something different. And as you guys see me trying to puzzle this out, like I'm just oozing out like that's not quite the right word, but steam's coming out of my ears and my mouth, and you can just hear the slight whistle of like a tea kettle.
That's hot.
Hello, How long's this gonna last?
I don't
Bro.
know. Do we want to go to Newsham now?
Is Ender
So is
walking
there-
any slower all of a sudden, or is it just his talking?
Just as talking. So as you guys are finding your way back through Meehan's lair, you come back to the cavern, and you see the sand ship there docked. There's 2 docks running along. The sand ship's in the middle, and the big doors at the back that would open up. It's there for you, should you wish to take it.
Who can drive this ship?
I mean, except my sleep impediment, blah, 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 blah. I still feel fine. Blah, 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 blah. I can drive. Blah, 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 blah.
Like, Brad's pretended to drive this ship a whole bunch while it was docked, and I was just chilling. But, like, never actually done it.
I mean, look, guys, it's not like I'm drunk or anything. Blah, 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 blah. I just sound funny. Blah, 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 blah.
Will the guards believe that?
Don't worry. I'll talk
You can't.
to the guards.
No,
If
no, you won't.
we get
No,
into
nothing. No trouble.
trouble,
Nope. You can't do it.
Well, he shouldn't buy us a lot of time for sneaking in.
That's actually a great idea, Snow.
Oh, I can't contain it. Nobody else is getting any more of them, so I reach in the bag and put something in my mouth. I don't care what it is.
So can't help
He
himself.
was grabbing something.
Just
he
a
was like,
random.
Okay.
Just go,
Okay.
And Alvin fully, like, goes towards the helm of the sand ship. He's not going to listen to anyone who tells him he shouldn't be driving.
Okay,
"That's
so
fair."
Soot, as you like have some cheese, you have a couple of the figs, you have some bit of the bread. This is what happens to you.
Whoa.
Yes.
One moment. Soot, can you speak normally, Soot? You don't listen. This line of communication's off until you can. I can't do it. I can't. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm just gonna go underneath where I would shovel coal if a coal was in this sand boat, and I want to be alone from these crazies.
Okay. So Enola boards the ship. The ship seems to be well stocked. There's crates of sundry items and other things. The ship has been repaired. It looks like in good working order. It's been smoothly finished and sanded. Currently the sails have been unfurled and they all look good working order. So yeah.
I wonder
So,
if that's. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if everybody was all aboard.
I am
No. It's terrible.
aboard the ship.
I wonder what happens if you eat more than one thing. Then I'll grab a bit of cracker.
Okay. You have some cracker. Here is your effect. Let's see here.
You guys should all try some.
Soot, is there any biscuits left?
Like you're talking out loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's totally some awesome biscuits down at the bottom if you want some.
Okay, so as you start looking and you start pawing through the bottom of the bag, you see that at the bottom of the bag there's like an inscription. Who's looking? Okay, so Noah, as you kind of move it around, you see, a few lines in what appears to be giant.
Oh, convenient.
I could read it.
Yep.
If I could read.
And let's see here. Let's see, just to give you something. It says one thing.
Guys, I think the person who made these left his name at the bottom of this bag. Does any? I don't know if I even met him though, but has anybody ever met a gotcha? Gotcha? Gotcha.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Come on, Meehan. Blah, 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 blah.
What?
Wait, Meehan's name is Gotcha?
Lolo, think it through real hard, man.
I will talk into his mind while he's doing that and just be like, gotcha is like when they, it's like you were got in a trick.
he gotcha. Get it? He got all of you. Not me though. I didn't get gotcha. You
Let's try
fools.
something.
Yeah, I'll just take the biscuit then. As I'm pointing at him, you dummies.
Okay. So here's yours.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Hold on. Sorry. And what's gonna happen is maybe if you want to say something, I can narrate this.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Did anything happen to me? I guess
So
it was beautiful.
as he's saying all this, you guys hear nothing, but whenever he opens his mouth, just butterflies start emerging from his mouth of various hues and colors and stuff, and you can't even hear what he's saying.
That's kind of neat.
Whoa, bro.
Alpha
Breath of catch one.
tries to get one of them to land on his finger.
Nervous?
Make a nature check.
Sure. Nature. A 21.
Okay, so as one with these purple iridescent wings kind of lands on your finger, and in a closer inspection, it's not like a butterfly at all, like in a traditional sense. It's got 6 legs, but it looks more like a very, very small Meehan with butterfly wings.
Meehan with butterfly wings. That was the name of his grunge album.
Oh
I-
my god.
I wink at the Meehan butterfly and then let it go.
Okay.
Brad, seeing what has happened, and feeling left out, but knowing that there's like no new different foods in that bag, is gonna eat the note that says "Gotcha."
Okay. So you eat the note. Sorry, nothing happens.
I hope
Gotcha.
the effects are permanent.
Oh.
I wonder
That
if
would
different
be nice.
combinations of things do different things. And whereas Alvin had the bread and cheese, I'm going to try the cracker and cheese.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
as
God.
you, oh my gosh, as you guys are eating the cracker and cheese, let's see. I gotta find.
Oh no.
Snow is our resident scientist here.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say, I love how we're applying the scientific method here.
Might as well. Oh, so. Two things happened to you, and And okay. So the first thing is you notice. I'll let you take care of it. You do it.
Trying to think of how that sounds.
Oh no!
What has happened to my eyes? Everything's black and white.
Whoa.
Your vision is altered. Snow.
Yes.
Oh, butterflies.
Oh my god.
I'll ask Anola. What you want to say?
That's what, and I'm doing it again, so laughing out loud, but also in the head. This is great.
He thinks this is great.
What? Oh, okay.
Hey, can I sing normally if I try to sing?
No. It's every time you speak, it's just automatically slowed down.
Oh no!
So he would sound like one of those YouTube videos where somebody like artificially, half speeded it.
Wait, will this group? Wait, I want to try to. I better try a cantrip here. See if I can do that at least. Something with a verbal.
Like, what if you just ate
Guess
the
Mage
same
Hand.
things Soot ate? Maybe that
Then-
changed your voice back
Sweet.
up.
I'd speak slow and high. Probably.
You can try.
I don't know. The cracker and cheese things didn't do what they did to the others.
So you're saying it might be random.
Maybe.
Are we getting on the boat?
Yeah, I think
we're on the boat. Yeah.
We're
Oh yeah,
sailing.
yeah. We were already on the boat, I guess.
Oh,
So
okay.
at this point, Alvin's
Okay.
gonna crank it into gear.
Okay, so we're going. We're leaving. Okay.
Yeah.
Just, I'm like,
Mage
okay.
Hand.
Yep.
But sorry, this is the night now. You know.
Yeah, this
I
is
guess-
it. We're just gonna
You Mage
improv
Hand, okay.
nonsense for the rest.
See
of
if
the
it works because it's got a verbal component.
What do you say for your mage hand?
Words. Let's see. Let's all give the bard a hand.
Okay, so as you speak and articulate the spell, your mage hand appears in front of you. It still works.
Did it take me longer to cast it, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, not much longer. It's still one action. You can still articulate the cantrip spell in one action, but because it's a short spell.
Okay.
Alvin's gonna test a cantrip too.
Okay.
Yeah, produce flames got a verbal, so he starts waving his hands around and goes, spark up the kindling. Or sorry, spark up the kindling bubble.
Okay. Yep. Flame appears in your hands.
Okay.
Brad feels left out and is gonna eat a mini quiche he'd stashed from the other thing, and he's going to just start moving in slow motion.
Okay.
There was
Sounds good.
quiche?
I kind of want to start rapid
earlier.
fire eating different things and seeing what they do.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So as let's before we get to that,
It's okay, yeah.
who's at the helm? Is it Alvin at the helm?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I'm in the engines.
Okay, so Alvin, I need you to make your nature? No, survival?
Survival for steering. I just want to say, so it's a 19 on the die, which
Okay.
makes it a 28 survival.
Awesome. So, I mean, you've got this like with one finger, you're kind of guiding it around, and the engines will kind of get going, and for something like out of like almost nowhere, this wind picks up and kind of pushes you guys out of the great doors that open up as you guys are exiting, and out into the sunshine of the, I guess, morning afternoon of the sand area around Newsham and Meehan's lair. And as you right the ship, coming back around to the western or northwestern heading, the soda is just like gobbling up stuff.
Yeah, I take a bite and I say something to see like what it does, and then
Okay.
eat
So
another thing.
just for a little bit of, I don't have to type everything all this time.
Yeah, I was
First-
either.
Yeah. So you take a bite and you say something, and you breathe fire for a second, and like, holy crap. And then you stop it and like you open up and you barbecue the next thing and you eat it. And next thing you know, it's just now it's all ice inside your mouth, and then next thing you eat, it's all bubble gum. So it's a variety of different effects, not only that affect your chewing but also your voice. And the last one you have ends up just changing your vision too. So like Soot sees in black and white, you see everything in hues of copper. So everything looks a little like Meehan right now.
Oh, Snow sees everything in black and white, and so Soot kind of sees everything in like sepia tone
Yes.
or sepia. Not sure how to
Kind of like-
pronounce that word.
Like Daredevil.
It's Oddlot Lenore.
So
We had played a funny trick on us, but there's no way he's getting back the ship in one piece.
Oh gosh.
Smile, smart.
Right. So as you guys are traveling along, let's see. I think I have. You should change the music. The effects start to wear off. This is not. It was just not meant to be a permanent thing. Obviously, Meehan is a jokester and a prankster at heart, and just hasn't had a lot of chance and opportunity to put jokes on people. So, sorry, you guys were it. But as you
Fair
guys,
enough.
your voices return, your vision returns back to normal, and as you're heading
I think
through-
Alvin thought it was pretty funny, so he probably at some point started just like blowing bubbles, and then eventually it stops. He goes, "Oh, good one though, good one."
And I was singing the whole time in the engine room, so I imagine it was flooded with butterflies.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, as you're guiding through on the horizon, you see the city of Newsham kind of emerging, and you guys are making a pretty good clip in the sand ship. The wind is picked up behind you, and there we go. It's you move. You feel this. The sand sounds almost like the tides of the ocean as you going cutting through all the sand, going over dunes and down, kind of dodging sort of outcroppings of rocks, avoiding other things as you go along. Everyone make perception checks.
Ooh.
Sure thing.
Oh, nat 20 and a turtle.
Oh,
53.
Total 1.
What's that? What's my
15.
modifier?
okay.
Oh, 24 total. Write that down. I got excited. Sorry. My first roll was a nat
Okay.
20. This is bound to go terribly wrong
Oh
for
my
me
goodness.
in the near future.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, cool. So I'll start with. It'll be Alvin and Ander and Brad and Tyrael. So then I'll kind of describe lowest level to higher levels. As you guys are looking around, you will notice that the city of Newsham looks pretty much the same. As you approach, people are shuffling about on the docks, doing loading and unloading. It seems like commerce is still going on as usual. As you're looking around the kind of the periphery, you notice more ships coming in from the north, and a few coming, so the northwest from your angle. You can't see on the western side because it's city's in the way. But beyond that, and as Ander, you notice that, and as well as Tyrael, that the people on the docks are more surly looking than you probably perhaps expected or anticipated or what you were used to from previous experience, and that the city itself is very animated. Like there's a lot of attention in the center, like the sort of one of the major thoroughfares. There seems to be a lot of banners. There is some smoke, like little pockets of it, and there's a lot of noise. It's difficult to tell what kind of noise it is from this distance, but and then Brad, as you kind of hone in, you're like, oh my god, new ship. You're at the bow of the ship, and you're hanging on, doing like the whole Leonardo DiCaprio thing, from Titanic.
I'm the Brad of the world.
Not that you guys are gonna crash, but you see that the people on the docks, from your experience with Zarek before you even joined the Oddlot, are members of the Blazing Chain. And as you see like these pockets of smoke kind of emerge from the center of town, you clearly recall, you see that and know that it's kind of a firework or a celebratory kind of thing, not necessarily one of aggression. And that the boats to the north, they're ships from the capital city of Briga, Wolfhaven. But there seems to be the insignia on them is all fine. That's what you recognize.
Oh, sweet guys! It looks like they're throwing some sort of like celebration for all those ships from Briga. Like those are like totally like fireworks happening out there. It is a little weird though. Like look at how many of the gangsters are like minding the docks. That's super weird. Like that's definitely some of those chain gang.
Say what now?
The chain gang.
Blazing chains.
Yeah. Like dude.
They're working the docks.
Yeah, totally.
But they're working openly with authority from Briga here? And also, are we wanted by Briga? I can't remember that.
No, the only you were just banished from Newsham.
Okay.
As far as
I thought we were in trouble because maybe, well, we wouldn't know necessarily because, never mind.
And as you approach, the dock members, they see a new ship coming in. They see some of the people there go like waving their hands, doing hand signals to gesture to each other that there's a new ship coming in. At least it appears that way. What do you do?
You ready for anything, right? We don't know what kind of greeting we're going to say here.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna steer it into the dock. As far as I know, everything's normal.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna head into park.
Okay. So as you guide the ship in, you throw the anchors down, slow it down, ease it in up to the docks there. One of the dock hands comes up to you and goes, "Welcome back. Welcome to Newsham. State your business."
Bit of light shopping. Maybe visit a local tavern or two.
Right. Let's see. Day trips. That'll be 5 gold per person.
Oh yeah. Sure. Let me just pick up a collection here. Because, let's see, how many of us are there? Well, there's Nolo, there's me. We have a cat. He doesn't count, right?
I walks
Yeah.
and talks. I mean, he counts.
Well, but how about the 3 small ones together? That equals 1 person.
Seems fair,
I mean,
doesn't
I
it?
don't mean that humanistically, guys. Just science-wise. I figured the goal is to take, your place in the space you take up.
I count 8 of yous. So that's going to be 40 gold. And as he says this, you see a couple more of the dockhands come closer. Like they're not used to any kind of just resistance. They're just seems like they're just used to people just handing the money over. So the fact that you are conversing is something unusual. So they're just kind of keeping an eye.
Like to conversely keep an eye on them, like a menacing stare. Like you come at me, man. I'm gonna show you my muscles.
You
So
didn't
when
have
you-
to pay last time we were here, did we?
No, we did not. So I guess I'm going to start counting out coins for myself. So I guess some changes have been here since last couple of years.
Oh well, you've been here a couple of years. Yeah, there's been changes.
How about that? How was I going to say?
Which guy?
Fortunately, my characters depend on my memory, so that's the guy that ran the place. You said it a minute ago.
Oh, Bodrick?
So Bodrick,
Blood
he's not in charge anymore.
Oh no, Bodrick's still, as far as we know, in charge. I mean, no one's seen him in like a month. People say he's been sick and ill, and the public hasn't seen him. But until we hear otherwise, he's top dog.
I'm going to go to give him the 5 coins, but I'm going to try to get away with just giving him 3 coins. I'm going to take a sleight of hand check and try to take 2
Okie
coins
dokie.
back.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I fumble it. Oh, sorry, here.
What's your sleight of hand?
16.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Was
Oh, we're losing you, Powers.
me?
Hold on. Yeah,
Right,
you
you're
lagged
back.
for just a second.
Might be
I
back.
think you might be
And there
back
was a
now.
little bit of a lag thing.
16 is the roll.
Okay. So, as you kind of fumble it and you kind of stumble, he grabs on it real tightly and grabs the other 2 coins you're trying to pocket as they slip out of your fingers a little bit. And he looks at you and goes, "Nice try. I'll take the last one you owe me."
Oh, it's a little clumsy. I'm sorry, there's 5 coins there.
He starts to count them. As for you, what about the rest of your posse? You need 35 more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Alvin counts out his 5 and like stacks it and shows him. So is this just like a new form of taxation that you've instituted here in town, or?
No, I mean, the last edict we had from Bodrick is the past week has been tax-free. We're gonna call this an entrance fee, so it's not a tax.
No, wait a minute. Let me just get something clear. You're charging this and not Bodrick.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna stare at him intimidatingly.
Okay.
And I haven't handed the money over yet, and I'm like, so the money's going towards.
Well, various sundry items that the city needs, or that we need, or it goes to coffers.
There was an orphanage here once.
And I
There still
give him
is?
I give him the money.
I'm gonna pour like some from my coin bag, pour some coins into my mouth, and like, "Ah, ah, ah," and then just like jump off the ship, and just run away towards like into the sand, just like out of sight.
Away from the city, or
Yeah, away from the city. Yeah.
What the heck?
And then I'll talk
Okay.
to Anolo in his head and be like, I'll join you guys later.
Okay, buddy.
Why is he a coin?
You see, he's a black cat, and then the sun, his brain has, it's just too much heat.
Okay. Anola,
I
did you
feel
want-
like I. Oh, go ahead.
Anola, did you want to try to roll for intimidate, or is there you just
Yes.
want
I would.
to? Okay.
And I would like to say, I'll tell you what. You go get that sick Bodrick out of bed, and I'll give you my 5 gold pieces once he says I should. And intimidation with advantage, because I have advantage. 28.
He looks at you and goes, rules are rules, and I can't get Bodrick money more than you can, because no one's getting into the garrison. Or the citadel, whatever place he wants to call it these days, but... and it's not my orders. My orders come from higher pay brackets than mine. So
When you say rules are rules, and you say that you traditionally get your rules from Bodrick, and you just said that you're not getting this rule from Bodrick,
I didn't say that.
well then who's giving you this order? I'm not going to
Well-
give you my gold. You can try to take it.
So
Well-
the
well,
rest of the
and-
crew comes forward, and you see there's at least 10 dock workers behind him, and you see one guy in the back kind of hold up a torch, and there's a couple more guys along the sort of the parapet of the city walls who kind of notch their crossbows at you.
Let me tell you something. You see those 2 dudes up on that parapet who's trying to notch some crossbows at me and the 10 of you? Let me just tell you that I one time got into a ring with 3 giants and walked away victorious. The second thing I want to tell you is that I one time took a hammer tail straight to my chest, so I don't think your measly little bolts are going to do anything to me.
Your funeral.
Anolo, my friend, I understand your objection, but seriously, to us, we're returning victors to this town. Gold is no object. And I'll pay for Anolo's entrance.
And sweet, sweet dear friend Ander, I would gladly pay this money to Bodrick if Bodrick was asking for it. But this guy's lying to me right to my face, to your face, to all of our faces.
The word lie is so hurtful, Anolo. And I turn to the dock workers. Hey, you understand, he's a holy man, and he sees things very black and white, if you will. You forgive him, and please accept my payment on his behalf.
Nice. Hold on. Ah! Sorry, I'm fuzzy now. I don't know why. But well, thanks for your payment. And if he's a holy man, I hope he's not part of the weirdness of Savras lately. We don't need any more kooks running around. Got plenty of that everywhere.
What else you say? I kind of put my hand over my sword.
Well, yes.
Cooked, you say?
Yeah, it seems like some of these people who are into Savras and that the deity of divinations and fortune. Sorry, I'm gonna try this. Maybe not. And they're using spice to gain more followers. I'm not particularly inclined to do any of that kind of stuff, so they haven't talked to me at all. But next.
Snow's gonna step up with his 5 million. How's that? 1 sec, I gotta find his name again. Grisback. how's Grisback doing?
Why?
Well, last we were here, he was getting married. I was wondering how that was getting along.
Yeah, they're fine. Happy as a clam.
Has he been seen?
Yeah.
Like, why are clams known to be happy? What's that all about?
Because they're so close to the sea turtles, Brad.
Oh, sweet.
But where does he usually hang out?
Well, I don't really know. I don't really, like I said, above my pay grade, I don't really associate. I mean, the axe grinders seem to be more easily bribed these days than they have in the past, but that's all I really know.
And while he's talking, I would also like to maybe see if I can see any, like maybe the blazing chains, insignias, or tattoos, or anything like that.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm gonna do the mug on that. That's a nat 1.
Oh no. Yes, mug it.
Wish I could
Didn't
borrow my
really help.
sunglasses.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you're kind of like really below him, and even though he's taller than you, he's not blocking out the sun. It's just kind of like, you can't really see. You just see the shadow looming over you, and you don't really notice anything.
But yeah,
So-
I'm gonna the full 5 hand it up to him.
All right, thank you. All right, keep it coming. Let's go.
Oh, Alvin counts out 5 more and points at Thurkir and goes, "This is for the big guy."
Right. Okay, we got all kinds here. It's fine. Come on.
Brad's gonna grab the leftovers of Meehan's lunch, as it were, and casually throw it over his shoulder, and like reach in and just grab like a small piece of like a cracker or two,
Okay.
and be like, he's gonna give him the 5 gold, and also be like, dude, you should try this cracker, or like give it to a friend, like seriously. And
Make a persuasion check.
yeah. Oh crap, that landed wonky. Oh man, that's not that good. How persuasive am I though? I'm pretty persuasive. That's a 16 with a 3 on the die.
Okay. So he looks at it, and you see him go like this.
Just try like half of it. Yeah.
Well, hi doodly do there.
Yeah, see? Like, don't you want to like give that to your
Well,
friend?
golly, I'm sorry I've been so rude. I mean, albeit for me to stand in your way of getting in the city. So why don't you just everybody just give me the just pay your toll, and all these guys here like, hey guys, these guys are fine. It's okay.
Oh, so like he's telling everyone to stand down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dibbly do, just go on in.
Sweet.
That's right.
Let's go, guys.
Episode
Best
title.
possible result.
Digger-a-doo.
Just go on in.
By the way, Anolo totally feels like his death stares made them back down.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
So as you guys all walk on the docks, and you hear that your boots stamping and the dust is falling down below your boots, you see the dock where he's like, hey, bye, okay, welcome to Newsham, enjoy your stay. Make sure you check out the Central Square, and he starts listing all the like these touristy destinations. Like, okay, enjoy it, bye.
Love it.
God.
I give Ander 5 gold. I say, listen, I will never pay a thief's tax. And just because we make money doesn't mean they can get rich off of our expeditions. But thank you for saving our hide back there, because I was not going to back down.
Well, 2 things, Anolo. Beat up a bunch of dock workers? I mean, that doesn't get us back into the city where we want to get this. Secondly, I want to make a certain kind of impression as we come in here. I don't want it to look like 5 gold means a whole lot to us.
No, I get it.
We're conquering returning heroes here.
I'll get it. But he was a jerk, and I didn't like him.
Something is up.
Yeah, maybe Bodrick needs help.
Definitely feels that way.
Hey, Anolo. Are you in?
Yeah, totally we're in. And if you want, they're talking super funny. If you want to just kind of get close to them and and get a listen.
Can you get into it like an alley or something for a second?
Me? Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta go over to this alley for a second. And I go
Okay,
into that alley.
So as you guys are coming in, you pass through the large archway of double door, like reinforced steel doors. They close heavily behind you, and the city is just sprawling before you. It's very narrow streets, lots of little corners and alleyways. So I know you kind of duck behind one while the rest of the group kind of waits outside. And yeah,
Golder, speedy courier to Anolo.
okay.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Hey, buddy.
And then I'll make myself look like I don't know, like a gnome wearing like a bunch of like sand gear with goggles and stuff, so I don't look like Soot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you pull Soot out. You guys are looking around. You're noticing that there is like a hubbub coming from the center of the city, and since you guys are closer now, it clearly sounds joyous. It sounds almost festive, and you hear like almost like fireworks are going off, like little firecrackers, or little like Roman candle-esque kind of things in the center of the city. There is a hey there, and there is other cheers of shouts of joy. And as you guys sort of meander through the serpentine, almost labyrinth-like city of Newsham, you recognize the district you are in is the sort of gnomish district. As you recall, that the city is kind of, there's no formal districts per se, but different groups of people have congregated together to create sort of different boroughs, so to speak. And this is predominantly gnomish. People are looking out, looking at you guys, seeing you come through. They're like, oh, they're pointing. You see ladies just throwing out their laundry on the windowsill. Some people are trying to tend to cactuses on the windowsill as the high rises you see above you. But as you wind your way through, people generally are interested in your presence. You have a certain regalness about you now, or a certain gravitas that people are aware of, and including
swaggering enough for all of us. Is that what you mean?
Perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Even so much so, you notice that there are some dwarves in the area that look more grizzled than usual. They all have a certain kind of green frock, certain breastplate on, certain insignia. And you recognize that insignia as members of the Axe Grinders. And they definitely regard you, not warily, but they're not afraid, but they're definitely observant. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
Being scrutinized by dwarves. Okay. So guys, just to give you all a heads up, Brad is totally selling all of the Meehan joke food for exorbitant prices because it is some top quality good times as far as he's concerned.
That sounds hilarious. I mean, actually, to tag along with that, Alvin was planning on taking some of it and offering it up as a gift to Jasper, fully like letting him know what it is and that it does random crap. But just to be like, hey man, if you're throwing like a dinner party or whatever and you want to laugh after dessert, everybody should just have a nibble of this stuff.
I mean, throw Dragon Maid label on it. Price go right up.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So you guys having a good time?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You guys all got to hear Calvin's
Meathead's
squeaky voice.
prank food was fun. Oh yeah. I legit thought you were using a vocal effect for a split second.
I definitely was gonna
That's
ask. Is this a
impressive. That's a
vocal
great
effect, yeah?
party trick.
Yep.
Oh god. We need Sinister Elmo out of you someday.
Um, was I semi-understandable when I was
you're
talking
perfect.
garbled?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
That was
great.
great.
The note was that I was supposed to talk like I had marbles in my mouth,
Oh yeah, that's what you got.
and
Tucker,
I
I
wasn't
love
about to
Whitney.
shove dice in there to do
Yeah,
it. So
that's a choking hazard.
it
I
surely
was-
is.
We've
I was-
learned the errors of our ways.
I was kind of trying to do the turrets from Portal, kind of a thing, because your voice becomes robotic, tinny, and everything is in black and white.
Mm.
But let me just tell you that you lost.
I don't hate you. Hello.
Okay.
That was a good job, man.
Cool. I'm gonna get a drink and
Yeah.
go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Everybody go get snacks.
I need food.
Oh.
Snacks.
Snacks.
It's time for snacks.
Oh my
Oh,
What
gosh.
the
Yeah.
hell?
Oh, that's
Who did
cheating.
That,
You have
that
a
was
thing.
Calvin.
That was me with my weird things.
Oh my gosh.
That's my.
Oh,
12 right
12
now. Yeah.
currently, yeah. 13.
Including
12.
us.
is that including us?
Nope, it's not.
Oh,
Actually.
okay.
That doesn't count us when we're watching.
Nope, we're pretty much all of us are VIPs. I've given
Oh,
you guys
okay. So
all
it doesn't
that,
count the VIPs.
and those don't count. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Well,
'Cause I was
cool,
gonna say
whatever.
I pretty much always keep it open in a tab, so I'd be
Shut up.
throwing the numbers off otherwise.
Nice.
I mean, by one.
I dare not take the
Hey,
chance
and
of
we're
my
back.
internet.
Hey, welcome. Hey, everybody.
We've been back.
Hey, peeps.
Sorry.
Oh, we've been back.
I was,
Oh,
Have you guys not learned this? That when Robot says we're gonna go back, he just brings us right
We're
back.
already back.
yeah.
Yeets us
I
into
like it.
reality.
I also said, okay, we're nobody notices when I give
He
you guys
announces
the.
it. I notice it, Calvin. I want you to know that I notice it when you say you're doing it and then you do it right away.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But I also said, okay, they're like, you guys don't seem to notice, and I'm like, okay, I put it back. Like, okay, we're live again.
Oh my gosh.
So quiet.
Yep.
And-
Sorry. Sorry.
No, it's good.
You're
It's all-
like
it's
a
okay.
little too casual about it.
So glad we're here. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us, and I guess just having fun with us. I mean, we're all having a good time tonight, so that's all that we do every night, though. That's pretty cool. So thank you for, I guess, so I get my thanks out of the way. I did use some tabletop audio. Make sure to give them credit because they're cool. That's about it. And oh yeah, I haven't used my own music in a while, so that's awesome. I got to use the Newsham stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then while I'm thinking of it, I had to do. I'll be reaching out once again to get the theme song stuff recorded. Hopefully this week. I had to change locations and rethink where I was going to record and get some sanitation protocols. So I've got disposable mic heads now, mic covers, stuff like that. So we can all, get that
I
done.
will
Hopefully this week.
most likely be in Little Falls this weekend, so
Cool.
I'll try and work.
Yeah. So if all things are ideal, it won't be raining, and we'll probably just do it probably someplace out in the barn. So we have a big open area, lots of ventilation, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So let's get back to it. Da-da-da.
Get it.
And música. Go. Right on. So, as you guys are working your way around the city of Newsham, heading towards the center district, fireworks going off, what do you do?
Back from the alleyway, and I'm not holding anything, but I'm in tote of a gnome looking with blue mustache, was it? Is it?
I didn't say that, but now, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Blue mustache. And
Yeah.
sand
Goggles. Sand gear, just goggles, and yeah.
Oh hey, Nolo, you make a new friend?
No. It's an old friend. It's soot.
And I'll dab
yeah.
real quick
A dab? Why?
because I don't know. Soot has
Just soot things.
soot has weird like little extra dimensional nonsense. He's like
You
sees
didn't
stuff.
swallow.
Yeah, but-
You didn't swallow any of those coins, did you?
I look through my bag. Oh, that's not. I got him up.
Probably
So
all covered in
listen.
spit now.
You mentioned something about Jaspers, isn't that right, Alvin?
Indeed, I did. He answered in the affirmative to my animal messenger that he does in fact have some fine agate specimens in stock. So I was thinking I would pay him a visit.
Well, I don't mind accompanying you.
Like, I so totally want to go too. Like,
He
bet
has
we
some
can sell them.
absolutely lovely gemstones, Brad. I'm sure you'll enjoy his store.
Sweet. Brad is like feigning minor interest. He really just wants to go to the spice store.
Yeah,
Go get
totally.
spice.
Right.
Well, yeah, Dudra is still rocking and rolling.
Yeah. Brad has wares if Deidre has coin.
So where are we going first? Going Jasper first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay. So as you, Alvin, make a history check for me.
Sure.
Cat.
History. Yeah, June's helping.
Hey guys.
2 seconds. 8 on the die, so history 10. A 10
Okay.
for history.
You're having a little difficulty remembering which street exactly it was.
Right.
It's taking you a little longer than you expected,
Was,
but you finally turn the right corner, and you find something that's very familiar. Like, okay, you're noticing the certain archways, the certain cobblestone streets, and the alignment of certain houses and buildings. So you recognize that just down and just to the left of going around the corner, you're going to run into Jasper and his shop. Right. So as you're walking around, you're elbowing your way through people because you're close to the center, and there seems to be like this also intermittent cheers and boos, but from your height and your vantage, you can't really tell. But as you work your way around, there is the little wooden sign that says Jasper's Gems, and there's a door. What do you do?
okay. I kind of eye the crowd a little bit curious, and I go, Ander or Nolo, any of my fine and taller friends, can you tell what's going on? There seems to be a bit of a hubbub.
Do you want us to roll perception?
No, you can just go up to it if you want.
I'll try to
I'm
look as
gonna go up
well.
to it, look. Yeah.
Okay, so who's going up? Anola, Ander, and... Okay. So as you guys kind of work your way through the crowd, people kind of move out of the way. They see like, oh, okay. Then one little kid who looks, big, a little human boy, looks up at you, Anola. He goes, "Oh, are you here for the fight?"
Well, I guess I'm here. I just didn't know that there. What fight are you talking about?
And the kid just points to you, the pit fights, the street fights. There's it's part of our tradition.
Tradition? What? Hey, kid. How long has this tradition been in place?
Oh gosh, since I've been around at least.
That's cute. Another question is, how does one become part of one of these pit fights?
I don't know. And he kind of retreats, looks down.
Perhaps we should ask an adult to know, though, and not be strange men talking to a child.
Well, he talked to me first, Ender. You're right, though. Hey, kid. You did good. I like you. You do you, buddy, and I'm just gonna keep walking.
And he turns around and goes like this.
I didn't see that. Otherwise, it'd break it off.
Breaking children's fingers.
So, Ava or Ander, why don't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to what you guys know what's going on. You went to go just do a little reconnaissance. Let's get back to. We'll switch back. So, Alvin, as you head back into Jasper's shop.
Yep.
And there is some freshly lit incense. There's kind of a haze in the air. He's got some new draperies along the ceiling, and all his trays of gems are fully stocked. Some are they've been looked through a little bit, but they're there. And off to the right hand side, behind like a small table, is Jasper sitting, and he looks up and he's got like a little gem goggle on. He goes, "Well, by Sylvanas, it is you.
Jasper.
I got your. That bird was, quite a touch."
Oh, thank you. I try. It's been far too long. It looks like business is going well for you.
Yes and no. I've been able to sell some higher ticket items. That's kept me afloat, but by and large, everyday traffic, not so much.
Well, how are things going around Nushin these days? It's been a few years since I've been around. I could use a little bit of some good old-fashioned gnomish gossip if you have any.
No, make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Playing the gnome card.
Playing the gnome card. What is Alvin's persuasion? A +0. Yes. You can tell how often Alvin rolls persuasion. I didn't even know.
I know,
that.
right?
Okay, flat roll. Here we go. A
Okay.
17.
Oh, are you serious?
I rolled well for just lucky.
Okay, so you're gonna get two bits of information with that roll.
Before you say them, did anyone come into the store with me?
I did. I wanted to.
Brad
Definitely.
did because you told him to.
Okay.
Snow did.
Yeah, because I fully invited people in with me. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So your posse's there. You guys are looking
Yeah,
around, kind of examining the wares. The incense smells herby, but with notes of vanilla. So as Jasper leans in, he goes, "So, two things. There's this new street huckster. No one knows where he's from, and he has like these things that no one's ever seen. He's just selling things, and they're weird, and we don't really know what's going on with that. But so that's just this kind of a weird local gossipy merchant tidbit thing. We're like, who is this dude, and why is he in our streets? Because people
have
seem
a
to be
name?
buying a lot of stuff from him. No, he doesn't have a name. He goes by the Charlatan. That's
An odd name to pick for oneself.
Yeah. And second, every first of the month, it's rumored that out in the desert there's a megaphone that appears for the evening. And I know that the gnomes of the Luminarium have been trying to get their hands on it.
Yes. Those gnomes certainly like adding to their collection.
So yeah, that's the gossipy stuff. Otherwise, it's mostly business as usual. Around here, it's safe. Well, my part of the city anyway. Enough coin.
Okay.
I want to
You
lean
say-
in while you guys are talking and just be like, I'm also a gnome.
Are you now?
Yes.
Hey, come
this is-
closer.
So I do look like a gnome.
Yeah. What's your name, friend?
Cheeseburger McGee.
Cheeseburger McGee.
I lean in too, and I'm like, he's spent a lot of time in the desert.
Yeah, and
Huh.
I'll smile and like sand will come out of my mouth.
My God.
Because there's
Okay,
probably
so
something
make
there.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
What am I to see if he thinks I'm? 12.
Okay. So he looks at you as well. I've seen a lot of strange things, but that's not the strangest, and I gnome fever. So here we go. He's like, okay, great. I'm glad you have more gnome friends here. I mean, we have a nice little area here that is very acclimated to gnome culture and gnome life, and we get to do what we want. It's pretty nice. But you want that agate? Okay, hold on. And I've been saving it just for you since I got that message. And he goes across the shop, past all of his little displays, pulls back a couple of curtains, pulls out this little chest, comes back over to you and sets it down.
Okay.
This is a butte. And he opens it up, and inside is this gorgeous amethyst agate. It can be yours for the special price of 700 gold.
Oh my gosh, 700 gold. I wouldn't pay that much.
I kind of like look at Soot and I'm like, Jasper and I are old friends, and I know that his prices are more than fair.
Oh.
And I start counting out gold.
Okay. Cool. So he's like, and you see him just his eyes grow wider, and he's like, thank you. And he closes the box. He takes the gold, gives you the box.
Yep.
He taps it twice.
So.
Might want to look at that later.
Box?
Just look at it later.
Sure. I'd like to roll an insight check.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. I had always trusted Jasper. I'm just a little curious about this. Insight. 21.
Okay. Let's see here. Can everybody go silent for a quick second?
Oh, muting
Or go mute.
our headphones?
Yeah, mute. Yeah, mute. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're looking at Jasper.
Yep.
And he's trying desperately to not blurt out a bunch of things to your face because there's other people around.
Oh, okay.
And he's trying to be covert, but he's not really good at it.
Sure.
But you're also getting the impression that there is something there that is of great importance, but he doesn't necessarily want to be the one to deliver it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So cool. So that's it.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, I just sort of like suddenly like slip him a wink. I go, "It is a pleasure doing business with you, Jasper."
And he gives you a hand signal as a goodbye.
Okay.
But it's in Druidic.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
Brad gets it too.
Yeah, he says he says goodbye in Druid.
Okay. Cool. And then I go, one last thing before we go. Do you have any interest in minor magical effects? Nothing harmful, bit of good fun, sometimes a bit weird. Temporary, I must add. I got some food from a dragon.
Oh.
If you, Brad, do you have that on you?
Brad will take out like a chunk of cheese from it. Take out like the cheese, whatever's left of the cheese.
Yeah, it's
I
a nice
can't-
like kind of hunk of Swiss.
Yeah. I can't promise what the effects will be, or if they will repeat the same thing more than once. But myself and my friends had a good bit of fun with this earlier, and I described to him some of the stuff that happened: the butterflies, the high pitched voices, me
His eyes get
breathing
wider
bubbles.
with each. Yeah, I could use this. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm gonna ration this off. People are gonna get like, oh yeah, I got ideas. And he sticks it below the table. He's like, thank you,
Excellent.
thank you so much.
That'll
Always,
be like
always good to see you, Jasper.
Okay, a gift, I guess. Brad's like, I was gonna sell that. He says it out loud.
I like to Brad. Oh, he doesn't speak Browish. I whisper to Brad, "It's cool. I like Jasper. He's good people."
Sweet. Okay, yeah, it's a gift from him and me now. He goes to the
And Jasper, this is my friend Brad. Brad, a hero of some renown.
Oh, hello. Pleasure to meet you.
Shalom.
Would you like to examine my wares? Perhaps enjoy some puka shells?
Do you have anything that like makes you hallucinate?
You see his demeanor
Magic
change.
rocks?
He goes, I am not some paltry spice peddler.
Well, yeah, no. Like I was hoping there was something better than spice.
I don't have anything to make you go into altered states or see the ethereal plane or... I have fine gems that are cut to precision. And if you don't want that, then leave.
I want a hand sign to Jasper, fully understanding that Brad will also know what I'm saying. I'm sorry about him. He's like that.
He looks at you, Jasper looks at you, just kind of nods. Looks over at Brad.
And then in Gnomish, knowing that Brad can't speak Gnomish, I go, humans, am I right?
Definitely. You are right. Yeah, as he answers in Gnomish.
Brad can't speak Gnomish.
Really? I did not know that! Okay, again, fully believing that Brad cannot understand me. Alvin's like, short lifespans. I mean, what do they know? This dude's like, what, 40-something? Friggin' baby.
Yeah, I mean, he's got gray hair already. What is going on with that?
I know.
Okay. Well, Alvin, it's always a pleasure. Anytime you're in town, feel free to stop back in. Maybe next time I can prepare some a delicacy for you with some more advanced notice, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, good. Well, thank you. I have to go add some cataloging to my records, if you get my drift.
Yeah, sure thing. And then out of character, off the table, was there anything? I know Snow likes things that are pretty. Did you want to shop, Rid?
I was wondering if maybe he had jewelry of any kind, or is this just gems?
He does have jewelry. There are a selection of rings. There are some bracelets. He has some strands with various jewels, like single jewels, often triples. 1, 2, 3, and there's sometimes 5 but there's not often you get a whole strand of gems. But there's also some more exotic flares to match the taste of the current trends of Newsham. There are some ear kind of not piercings, but kind of clamps that go around the ears, and there's also various other kind of studs that would be for would be an eyebrow piercing or a nose piercing or like a lip piercing right here.
Would there be anything that would maybe fit as like taking a ring and fitting it around one of the horns or something like that?
Yeah. You can easily find a ring that would fit one of your horns, and as Jasper notices you eyeballing the rings, he goes, "Oh, I can resize those if you need."
Would you maybe have anything sapphire?
Oh, well, sapphire, sure, of course. Whatever suits your luster here. And he guides you over to a certain tray, and there are several sapphire rings, and they're arranged in sort of size order. So the left being the largest, and there's large, there's medium, there's I guess small, and then there's extra small. There's only 4 of them in there. And he goes, but here we are, and all these are exquisite for their cut and their clarity. They have no flaws. I can assure you of that.
Let's see. What kind of prices are we looking at for these?
Which one are you interested in?
When you say there's a big one, like how big are we talking this thing is?
It's easily it's about the size of an egg.
So pretty big.
Yeah.
How about the second size up?
It's it's considerably smaller, maybe a little bit smaller than a golf ball, and then the size next to that is drastically reduced. It looks more like you would see a 1 carat gem on a stone, and then the smaller one, it might be just chips spread out on a band of a ring.
How much for the second sized one?
Oh, this is 100 gold.
Sune does say to spend money on well-made crafts. I'll take it.
He does indeed. I am very aware of Sune. Oh, thank you. So he pulls out the ring, and he kind of puts it on your horn. He goes, "Just give me a minute." And he goes back behind the curtain, draws the curtain, and you see that this kind of flash from underneath it comes back out, and it slides right over your horn.
Perfect. Thank you.
I am to please.
Snow, that looks quite fetching on you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, anything else can I help you with? Maybe Brad would like a new piercing?
In Gnomish, Brad goes, "Nah, I'm good, bro."
And his face just kind of drops. He's like, "Whatsoever suits your master," he says in Gnomish.
Alvin blushes, and then he makes his glamour weave vest blush as well.
Oh,
Just like,
Brad kind of just shakes his head and just leaves.
Okay.
Feeling
Anybody
hurt.
Yeah, I'll leave with Brad and be like, I was gonna cast friends on him and scare him to get the price to drop.
Oh, bro, you totally should have. Why don't you go back and do that now?
Nah. Seem to be friends with Alvin.
Their gear is very confused why people pay for rocks. They're like free. They're everywhere.
So true.
Sometimes you just need that cool rock, though.
I mean, look at the luster on this thing. The cut.
This particular specimen is quite specific to my needs as a material device for a very important
Crushing
spell.
skulls. Oh, spells.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then I like kind of hold the box a little bit tighter.
Okay. So as you guys come back out, you see Andrew and Anolo kind of finishing up a conversation with a small child. And this child is turning around, like just giving Anolo the bird, and Andrew going forward. Andrew, what do you want to say?
Well, I want to tell the rest of the group, hey,
Okay.
Apparently there's pit fights that are going on, and we did pretty well the last time we were in a fight.
It was really funny. You got punched and they punched them, and yeah.
My pants
Is
did.
there going to be drinking again?
Probably.
Well, I
have
don't
to.
know if there has to be, but there certainly can be.
Oh, there will be.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Their gear perks up. Fighting now.
Not the killing kind. At least I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't
so
think it's
not
to the death.
lizard folk rules, like feeble human rules then.
Yes.
Is biting
Half of me is
okay,
offended.
or
We'll have to find out.
okay?
So I'm going to seek out. I don't know. Maybe somebody in like a I could take to be a referee or an official.
Somebody taking money, maybe?
They're two different people. So, do you want a bookie or do you want like a
No,
Go
no,
with
like-
Ander first. Ander first.
Yeah, I think he meant like somebody who is running the.
Yeah, somebody
entrance fee or
official. You know,
To enter.
Well, it looks, for whatever reason, there doesn't seem to be much of an order to it. Just there's no one taking money, at least that you can perceive right away, and just there's combatants that come in the center. They fight either the one person who wins stays, and the other person who new challenger comes in. And then the guy who's like grizzled, they kind of where he just knocks another guy out. A new challenger just comes in against a young sprightly man, kind of bounces around, gives a nice kick to this guy's face, knocks him out, and he gets dragged out. And a new challenger comes in. It doesn't seem to be very formal. It's almost like who can survive the longest.
Then I'll ask an onlooker. How does one fight in this? How are the fighters selected, or what happens? I'll pick a woman to ask, of course.
Okay. You find a rather fetching half-elf lady, and kind of just like a worker's kind of outfit. Her hands are kind of calloused because she has been lugging things around, even though she has nothing on her currently, but her garb is definitely of a working class nature. And she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, well, for some reason, the idiots of this town decide to fight and to see who lasts the longest on this day. There's no rule for who enters. I mean, there's no commission, there's no fee, as far as I understand it. It's just whoever gets there first and survives to knock everyone else out, or until they're knocked out, and it goes all day."
So there's no prize money.
No prize money. It's probably more of a, how should I say, reputation thing.
It is, but you didn't sound very impressed by these individuals, calling them these idiots.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I most of these buffoons here could work for somebody. I mean, I don't know. And she just kind of just rambles a little bit. But to cut it short, no, I'm not impressed by this showmanship of this nature.
Of course. I mean, you clearly are someone who values hard labor, not throwing away your physical ability on such a foolhardy endeavor. Hi, I'm Andrew.
And she, oh, hello. I'm S.
Yes. Now, this
It's
is
short for Esselandra, but
Salandra.
just S's. Yeah,
Ah, you take your name from your elven parents. I see.
indeed.
Oh, this is my large friend here, my Goliath friend here, Tony Danza.
Right.
Tony Danza. That's
Tony.
Stony, like the
Stony.
Rock.
That's quite a ring.
Sure is.
No, Snow's got the ring.
Stony Dancer?
Now, of course, I am a man of culture and means, so I would not fight. But Stony here, he likes to establish himself in every place we go. So can he just jump in there? I mean, I assume we can't use weapons. It's just fists.
Typically it's just fists. I have seen chains, I have seen knives, and I've seen metal knuckles. As long as the person doesn't die, it seems to be fair game.
Well, Stony, what do you think? You want to give it a go?
Stony Dancer doesn't back down from any fight. And then I look over at you and I'm like, besides, I feel like I'm a little bit cold because of the dock workers. I need to thrash some skulls, if you know what I mean.
Sure, maybe people get a discount on entrance fee next time.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys start to watch the next fight, the sprightly guy just kind of bobs, kind of weaves, and just goes boom, goes like a little rabbit punch, hits the guy clean in the face, knocks him back. You see him kind of wooze a little bit, and he comes back, bang, hits him with an elbow across the temple, and just knocks the guy clean out. He's just like bouncing back and forth. Next challenger comes in. He's just dwarf guy. He's like, oh, Sonny, I'm gonna get you. And as the dwarf kind of goes at him, the sprightly just puts out his foot and just clocks him clear in the face, sends the dwarf flying farther than you might expect. So, as you guys are watching this, I want to just touch base with the group. Anyone else want to do something else before?
Brad is down to watch. Eventually, we need to go to Deirdre and sell my weird random foods from the dragon.
And buy a
Get some
bunch
new
of spice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alvin would like to apologize to Brett.
Oh.
So just before we get into the fight, just real quick, Alvin kind of comes over and just, Brett, look, I'd like to apologize to you. What I said was rude. I disrespected you and your lineage. But you know, there's a time and a place to ask for hallucinogens, man.
Like, Brad doesn't really super know tons about rocks. I thought maybe there were some neat mystical ones that were like super cool, but I guess not. And it's
I mean,
fine,
at
bro.
least not on this plane of existence. I don't know if you've ever been to the Feywild, but that place is wild.
Do they have cool rocks?
Oh man, and dinosaurs.
Whoa. Brad would love to go there someday. That sounds pretty sweet. But like, yeah, Brad forgives you. It's totally okay. Like, I understand like wanting to be cool in front of your friends. Maybe I embarrassed you. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest with you, Brad. The last time I was in this city, almost everyone was a complete jerk to me, except for Jasper. So, he's always okay in my book.
Did you like ever ask if you had a sister?
I have not.
Brad just kind of raises his eyebrows a little encouragingly, like, huh?
Alvin blushes again, and again makes his glamour weave vest also blush.
Gnomes in pink.
Okay, so as another challenger comes in, this time it's a kind of a little gnomish guy trying to fight. He's got these gauntlets on that kind of spark and sizzle as he's getting ready to fight. He's like, "Okay, big boy," and as the guy leans in for a punch, the sprightly human guy just easily just knocks out of the way. Managed to work himself behind him and just goes crack right in the back of the guy's head, sends a gnome flying into the crowd, totally unconscious. And the human guy just looks around, just puts his hands out.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around and see if anybody's making bets.
Make a perception check. Other folks.
I want to have found a spot where I can watch and just laugh and point at people.
Okay.
As they
Yeah, easily. There are canopies and there are other ledges you can climb up on, or you can climb up on people. What do you want to do?
Oh, I just wanted to get to the edge of the.
Oh, in front.
Close and just have a good time.
Okay, so you kind of you easily find your way to the front of the crowd. You look kind of up and down real quick, and there's just people all over the place. And you notice there's a sequence of these pit fights. So it's not, there's one in front of you, there's one, maybe 100 yards down, and there's another 100 yards down the other way. It's almost like all of these various neighborhoods or boroughs are kind of squaring off to see who lasts longest, for whatever reason.
I'd like to size up the human that's whooping ass.
Okay, so
Insight.
You want to, okay. Insight's going to be for hold on, you want to just see
look,
his
I see this
physical prowess?
Yeah, so I see this guy going up against Dorf with the Shocky gloves, and he's you had almost mentioned that he's almost too quick or too strong. He threw the guy across the mat, right? I want to know, I guess, if he's got enhanced strength of some kind or something like that, something enhancing him.
Okay, make a perception check then.
Okay.
I got a 14 on the trying to find the betters, by the way.
Okay. You're not seeing too many bets around, but you're picking up some whispers, and you keep hearing Dudra's name being thrown around as this is her fighter, or if you want to get into this, you gotta go talk to Dudra.
I got a 19 to size him up.
Yeah, there's something about him that is very quick. He is exceptionally trained and very, very skilled. You can see even by the way he handles himself in combat that when someone comes at him, he positions himself even he knows what they're going to do before they know they're going to do it, and he can find the best way to handle that person and knock them out very quickly.
Oh.
I'm gonna whisper to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, guys.
I was just gonna say, I'd like to check on that gnome that just got knocked out. Just see if he's okay.
Make a perception check because he's still being dragged into the front of the crowd.
Sure. Okay. 25.
Yeah, his head, the back of his head is kind of just bleeding, and the fall when he hit the ground, kind of face first, took out one of his teeth, but he looks okay. But besides that, he's unconscious still, but he's okay.
Okay. I kind of call out to him. Oh man, that was a rough one, bud. And I cast a healing word.
Okay. And
I see his head bleeding,
Yeah, he kind of goes.
Not that I'm sure it's that mechanically important, but he regains 8 hit points.
Oh yeah, you brought him back from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a vendor selling water?
No.
Dang. Hey,
I want to walk up to this guy,
Which guy?
the human.
In the pit fighter?
Yep.
Okay.
In the pit? You're going into the pit?
Didn't see that coming.
Curious.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So the human looks at you and he kind of regards you, crosses his arms. Welcome.
And I kind of bow and get into a cat stance.
Right. Where's your token?
Token.
No token, no fight.
Oh,
He pulls out and he pulls out this little necklace, and you see this little silver token. It's got a stamp on it. Rules are rules.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where do I get one?
Go to the market square. I'm sure you'll find a spot there. You'll find someone to sponsor you.
Catch you in a minute then. And I head over to there as best I can.
I'm trying to signal to you, Turiel.
What's going on?
Hey, I heard some of the people talking. I think you need a sponsor, and I keep hearing Dudra's name come up. I was going to hook up with Nolo, but I'm kind of curious to see how you would do against this guy.
I think he's a monk. I gotta try.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. Do you mind, Nolo, in third gear? I know you guys were probably looking to cramp your knuckles a little bit, but I think we should give Turiel a chance here.
Right. So I don't see a problem in that. I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's get that token for him, then.
Really quick, if you fail, I won't let you live it down, and I will go clean up your mess.
Hey, to each his own, yeah?
I know you can take a punch.
And I do. And if Nolo fails, I will not let him live it down. And third gear will clean up.
No. Third gear won't even. He's nothing. I could beat third gear, no problem. Right, yeah.
So off to the marketplace.
Guess so.
Is everybody going? Just so we're all.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're moving as a group.
Nice.
Sad
So you
about
guys
it.
kind of back away from the hubbub of physical combat, and you head back towards the central market square. And it is still pretty much the same way you remember it. It's double lined with tent areas that are in singles, doubles, kind of triple canopy areas. Above, there is a scaffolding area that is full of axe grinders, carefully monitoring transactions and all the things that are happening here in Newsham, making this place the safest place in Newsham ever. And as you approach Dudra's tent space, it's still the same size. Still the double lot, and all of her spices are there arrayed. You notice that she has more security behind her. You know, last time you saw her, she had one human bodyguard. Now there's a human bodyguard, and there's probably 3 or 4 dragonborn, looking like they're part of the shop, but because of you guys' perception and your awareness of things, you clearly know that they're not working. They're there for security detail. And she looks up at you and she goes, "Oh, I remember you. It's particularly you." She points over at Tyrael.
Hello. Been a long time, Dudra.
Yes. What brings you back my way?
Well, other than pleasantries and your festival, I'd like a sponsorship.
She looking at you very, very, very carefully. Not interested. My fighter's in the ring.
Wouldn't happen to be a human, would it?
Well, yes, it's no secret who my fighter is.
So, I don't know how much sponsorship normally is, but I think I could learn a thing or two from this guy, and
Oh, I'm sure you could. You could get a serious beating from him.
that's part of the deal, though. I need some monk training, and this is a good start. Who's your competitor? Maybe I can spice him up a little bit.
That's what you did there.
Not literally.
Are you suggesting we check out the competition?
Well, I mean, he's probably inclined to put somebody against you, correct? And I need to fight your buddy. Sounds like a win-win to me.
You need to fight my own fighter. How do I gain from that?
Well, he seems really good, and if he's as good as I think he is, I'm probably going to lose. But that'll at least get his attention. You still keep your win, and I get a lesson. Maybe even a teacher.
I mean,
If you're
I
like
could give you a
backing
lesson.
both people, you literally like can't lose.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, Tyrael here. I know he doesn't look like much, but you might have it where it counts. So if maybe you put him in the ring against your guy, and if he wins, you still win because he's your new champion. And if your man cleans Tyrael's clock, well, so be it.
Tyrael, make a persuasion check for me. With advantage.
$28.
So Dudra, she looks at you. She reaches into her long sleeve of her coat and pulls out the same sponsorship token that you saw on the human fighter. He goes, "Come here.
For
Lower your head." And she places it over your neck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Now, what brings the rest of you to my shop? I mean, I'm sure now that his business has been squared away, the energetic one.
So I imagine Brad and I are just really salivating and pawing over all of the different spices that she has laid out.
Brad is gonna like when she starts turning her attention to like other things, he's gonna like kind of put his elbow out and like try to like lean on something like real casual and be like, "Hey, Deirdre, remember me?"
No.
And he's gonna like waggle his eyebrows a little.
Make a persuasion check.
That would be a 27.
I have a vague recollection. You seem to speak of sea turtles in the desert, and I don't know why, but it was so bizarre and strange that I could not help but remember.
You do know Brad.
Brad is back, baby.
Yes, Brad. How may I help you?
Well, actually, I think I think we could totally help each other. Brad has his hands on some very rare and interesting magical edibles.
Oh, do share.
Perhaps you'd like one of your guards to test these goods? And he pulls out just a couple crackers. Here's a sample.
Oh, I will not be sampling, and they will not be sampling anything. If they are as good as you allude they are, perhaps you can showcase your wares for me.
Well, like, Brad would be super pleased. But, like, first, before anything happens, I need you to know this is temporary, harmless, and, like, a dragon gave these to us. So these are incredibly rare, and, this is, like, yeah, like, oh, yeah. All right, like, ready? Here we go. Brad's gonna take, like, he's gonna break a cracker in half and eat half of a cracker.
Okay.
In as, like, showy of a way as possible.
Okay. So, as you eat it and it kind of dissolves in this effervescent kind of feeling, I'm gonna give you your.
This is not an. This is a new one. Okay.
Yep.
I'm ready. Oh dear.
As Brad
Every
was
time-
eating the crack. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So. You got it?
I got it. Yes. Did
Okay.
you want to do something before I open my mouth, Alvin?
I was only gonna say because you were trying to eat the cracker in an impressive manner. I used Druidcraft to make a puff of air just to like blow your hair back.
Ah,
dramatically.
yes. Ah, yeah, I love it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so I'm just kind of like,
So this gentle breeze blows Brad's hair back in this kind of Fabio-esque kind of way.
So,
Like a
like,
romance
so,
novel.
these are like, so, they're like, and Brad takes the other half of the cracker. He like gestures and like, ha! Check this out.
Okay.
Sorry,
You're gonna get something-
high speed things going on here.
No, you're getting something new now. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Good. Do I
Coming on
still-
right now. No. The hiccup is now changed, and now it morphs into something else.
Okay. Okay. Like. Okay, so like I know that like normally I speak really slow and everything, but all of a sudden all these words are just like super coming out really fast. Like I have these crackers. These crackers are really good. There's a bunch of other food in the bag as well. It's all really, really, really top choice. The dragon gave them to us. It was a little prank on his side, but like totally, these are like a one of a kind thing. These are actually from like a copper dragon. He's like super cool, or like a brass dragon. Like I don't know, he's like metal and he's like super cool and he's like our friend and it's super sweet. But like so, listen, like if you want to get in on this, this is like the once in a lifetime chance, and you can sell these in little pieces, and you can also like, oh my god, it's like so crazy good. You just gotta get these. These are worth so much money. You could resell these for like, I don't even know. They're like great for pranks. They're great for parties. They're great for like just relaxing and having a good time because they're just all super goofy and you never know what you're gonna get, but none of it's harmful. It's all super chill.
That was awesome. Totally inspiration there.
What?
That's beyond inspiration.
Wow.
also somebody clip that, please. Somebody
Clip that. Clip that.
Okay.
Matt, really quick before
Yeah.
you go. So is this spell effect like that's happening to Brad? Like whenever you eat something, is it like an effect?
It's an effect, yeah.
So while Brad's doing that, can I just like grab him and smack him in the face? But as I do it, when I hit him, it takes the spell effect away, so it looks like I smacked the sense into him.
You have the ability to take away a spell effect?
It's not that.
It's not that kind. Okay, I just wanted to ask before we did.
No,
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 but-
that would have been great.
Please hit Brad.
No.
Okay. So this is gonna be because I see the hour. I'm gonna award inspiration for next week because of
Yay.
that.
That was
that's fair.
perfect.
That was
That was
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was
That
incredible.
was very impressive. Yeah.
Very well done. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So a forward-thinking inspiration, and so dude is just like taken aback at the information that's just been torrented upon her, and she gains her composure. She leans in, puts her arms on her table, and she goes, "Sure. What's your price?"
Brad's gonna pause for a moment, and then he's gonna be like, "Well, so like I know that you sell a lot of spice, and I know that you've got a lot of cash flow going on in and out, and everything's really, really high quality here, and that you can actually sell these for a really decent price. So I'm thinking probably like 1,000 gold."
That seems high.
Well, I know that, dear Dra, but these are from a dragon, and it's like literally like I couldn't even get him to make more of these if I asked. This is like the sort of thing he did. He literally, it was a prank. I would show you the note that said it was a prank, but I actually ate it. It's a really long story, but anyhow, like seriously, I think 1,000 gold is actually really cheap, and I'm just like giving you that kind of deal because of our past relationship.
How do you do this?
Is it not normal to be able to do that?
It is
Wow.
so good. It is
Not
so
that
good.
well, though.
You
It
got
is
like
so good.
Busta Rhymes pronunciation. That's
I
ridiculous.
know, right?
She's.
I'm gonna pat Brad on the back and give him inspiration. Yeah,
Snow's also going to kind
Okay.
of chime in and be like, I mean, like he said, Mihan, a copper dragon. That's the stuff of legends. You'll never get this chance again.
So make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, goody.
With the bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, bardic inspiration. I'm gonna need that because I rolled a 1 and then a 3, which is not much better. Bardic inspiration is a D10 from Andrew.
yes.
Good. Okay, sweet. So that is a 21.
Beautiful. Well,
Not bad for a 3 on the die. But
So yeah, her eyes narrow. She considers this. My kin, particularly my ancestral kin, have recently become under attack. And selling anything that bears the name of dragon becomes a bit problematic. 800.
Well, it's not like you have to actually label it with the name dragon right on it. This is just for your information to know that this is one of a kind, epic grade food. So, like, if you really want, you can totally, like, how about 900?
850. Final offer.
How about, like, 851, just so I can feel like I won?
I feel like with the speed talking, Brad almost didn't want to say that out loud, but couldn't help himself.
Brad broke the DM!
And they say you can't win D&D.
I remember you run the party tonight, dude. That was like.
That was perfect. That was the
That
best.
was amazing. That was amazing.
Okay. I can't even do it.
And in character, Brad did that fast rap battle. That was crazy.
Speed bartering with Brad.
Fine. 851.
Yeah! Brad, like, flexes a little bit. Like, whoa! It's a deal.
And as Dudra counts out her money for your wares, she starts to, I guess, give you guys just talk conversationally. She goes, My kind have faced some seriousness lately.
Oh, that's total balls. Like, why? What's up?
I'm sure you've heard of what's happened in Cliffnall. She counts out very carefully.
Oh, dude,
Her
yeah, like
coins.
totally. So sorry about that. That like really super sucks.
Brad, hey, Brad.
What? What is it, my friend?
I have to roll for that one.
Oh,
I have to roll insight on that.
cool, cool.
So Dudra looks at Brad kind of suspiciously and then sees Anders' reaction. Notices that, but continues counting. Cliffnall is overrun with Dragonborn and trolls and ogres and orcs. But the Dragonborn, the Zindarak, have taken the brunt of the current ire. And unfortunately, it is my kind here who have suffered.
I'm not following
It is
you.
not the...
Did you say you're... Wait. The Dragonborn and Cliffnall are taking the brunt, or they're the ones causing the most trouble?
The Dragonborn led the charge and have taken over Cliffnall and have given it a structure in the new regime, I'll say. I'm not one in favor of this, but my kind have a way of imposing order in a chaotic realm. And if Zindarth's crew, or posse, or his army as it were, have set up shop and have taken over there, they are formidable. And because of this recent development in Cliffnall, and trade and relations have been strained, my people are looked at with suspicion, hatred, fear.
Well, bro, that's just super racist. It's not like anyone's one action is like reflected on the rest of its entire race. That's like really close-minded of people, and that's really such a shame. Like, wow, I wish I could just like set those people straight on their morality and their opinions, because they're clearly wrong.
It's ironic too, because Cliffnall was having that problem before this happened. We stopped in there a little bit, and they were banning certain races outright. Certain religions were being banned. Magic was verboten, really.
Cliffnall is a city of contradictions. But this most recent development is... how should I say? Not good for business.
It's a bad business, is what you're saying.
Bro, that's like literally what she just said.
I mean, as a double entendre, Brad.
Oh, like a pickup line?
No.
It is
Damn
clearly
you, Brad.
Jesus.
What part of what regime is this a part of? Obviously, it's not all Dragonborn, but there's a hierarchy to this. There's something beyond Cliffnall.
Well, from my understanding and my sources, it is Zindarth, the ancient Red Dragon's army, who has occupied much of Cliffnall with the aid of Mizzies and his forces, which are two-part. There are the Wildings, a group of... where are they? Of... trolls and ogres and other swamp-like creatures. And then there are the Saber Knuckles, which is a mercenary group of orcs. And between these three factions, they have overrun and taken control of Cliffnall and subjugated it to their whims.
Do like any of your sources have like I don't know, like an inn with like any rebel groups or anything like that? Because like we've been like so totally like thinking about after we do these big things we gotta do, we sort of want to go help Cliffnall. Like, do you have any like maybe contacts or something that we could like reach out to, or like a code word or something?
She looks at you suspiciously. Make another persuasion check.
Like,
17.
She eyeballs you. She goes, I do not have any informants that deep into Cliffnall. Unfortunately, because if I had information of that nature, I would be doing better. But, such as it is, my people here are suffering, and it is difficult to endure that at times. And she finished counting out her money. Thank you for this bag of food.
Elite,
Enjoy
like
wares.
top tier food. Yeah, we're so glad. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you, Deirdre. You're the best. I would also love to have some spice as well. I know that my friend Noel here is also interested in having some of your like top shelf stuff, especially if they like any new strains. We're definitely down for interesting new experiences.
Primo stuff.
Well, now that I know that you have the coin to afford the primo stuff, she opens up, undoes a couple of bit of buttons on her tunic, and pulls out a small little satchel. This is the best I have. It is enough for one use each for 2 people.
Yes.
And it is 600 gold.
Let me just confer with my partner here quick. Hey Brad.
Yeah.
We could do this, right? I mean, I know you just made a whole bunch of money, but you can't pay for my share. I can pay mine, but I don't really have a lot of that money to just dole out. Can you spot me a little bit?
Like, maybe, yeah, totally, probably, maybe. Let me see if I can like partner. 1 second.
So Brad's gonna turn back to Deirdre after whispering very obviously with Enola and be like, so since I gave you like such a huge discount on that like tasty top grade food stuff that we just gave you, can we maybe get like a little cut? What do you say, like 300?
I cannot afford to budge on this price. This comes direct from my source, is unrefined, and is the best stuff that I have, which I was saving for myself and another person. But business is business.
What's like your step down from this? Second to top grade.
Brad.
I don't really take your experience. Oh, what? No, what's up?
We've been waiting for so long for this. I'm willing. I've only got. I'm gonna talk to you in my head, but I'm gonna say it out loud. I can really only afford 200 to give. I mean, I maybe like give or take 20 gold, but that's what I got. I think we should go for it.
Are you
trying to psychic to Brad?
Yeah, that's it. But I'm talking out loud. So clearly Soot can hear it.
I'm standing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it
Must
always.
sound like stereo. in there.
Oh no!
Listen, I think we should get it.
Like, so, like, I know, like, Brad was doing, like, all the bartering and talking with Deirdre about, like, all the stuff with the Meehan goodies, but, like, I also, like, kind of feel like that money's, like, the group's money. I don't really feel like I could freely spend just, like, literally all of it. Like, maybe Brad could have, like, a little extra since he, did such a good job, like, selling it and stuff, and it was, like, Brad's idea. But, like, I don't feel like I could spend, like, you know, 600 gold on, like, just something for just the two of us. That just, like, seems really selfish.
Right.
Oh. Enola froze.
Oh no, Josh, we lost you.
You went,
Oh, no.
raw.
Oh, he's like Jedi mind
He like
tricking.
lagged out like right.
What a beautiful freeze frame.
Right.
It's a great freeze frame.
It is. Oh yeah, everybody quick when he comes back.
Yeah, everybody.
You know, this is a perfect freeze frame for Enola because he started to think and then he glitched out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait for it.
Oh.
Oh, I hope he comes
Nope.
back.
No, I don't
Uh-oh.
think so.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
no.
Yeah, no, he really
Yeah.
is glitched.
Oh,
It's
man.
not
Oh
just
no.
yeah,
that's okay.
we thought it was buffering.
Let's move along anyway.
Yeah, we're wrapping
Hey,
it up.
You guys have been having this conversation like not terribly secretive, right? Alvin
Yeah.
fully just like walks over to you and goes, you know that agate actually cost less than I thought it would, and the party spotted me a bunch of money, and he just plops down 100 gold. So I mean, like, go nuts.
Okay. Okay.
Spice is the
So,
spice of life.
Collectively, you find enough money to pay for the 600 of this spice. Okay. And as Deirdre collects it, she counts it. She goes, "Well, thank you. Perhaps my kin in the scale barrel will receive better treatment now." Okay. Anything else we doing?
Other than probably thanking her and just peacing out? I don't know.
Right, so I'm on phone. Can you hear me?
Yay! Yes, we can.
We can
I don't know, my internet went down. I don't really care, but the spice would be great if we got that super special only for 2 people. But you're right. I mean, we did just sell a whole bunch of dragon's goods for that kind of profit. So I'm gonna let you make that determination, dear Brad.
Alvin bought it while you were gone.
We bought it. We went for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it.
You
Nice.
missed it, but the agate
Okay.
cost less than I thought it did, and the party had kicked in money towards that. So I was just paying it forward.
That's great. You're the best.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Anybody else wish to do anything with Deirdre? She looked at you, she goes, "Well, lovely to see all of you once again. Try not to burn anything down this time."
Well, Brad hasn't burnt, like, anything.
Yeah, that. Okay, let's go.
Snow's gonna look a little confused at that remark.
Yeah, Brad's gonna, like, kind of hop behind you guys going, like, wait, but burn? Like, what'd you burn down? Wait, what? Did you guys light something on fire?
No. A little.
So, as you head back towards the center thoroughfare where all the pit fights are happening, you see just little skirmishes all periodically, guys fighting, and you come back and you see that human. Now he's squaring off against a dragonborn, and the dragonborn's got his claws out, kind of looks at him, and then the human just kind of puts his arms down, looks at him real quickly, and almost phased out of existence real quickly as the Dragonborn lunges through and almost slows around his arm, breaks it, and flips him over and bashes it in the face and knocks him out.
Shit.
Looks around, and he sees Tyrael. Welcome, Challenger.
Oh, because he's got the necklace now. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the Morpheus. Yes.
And that's where we're gonna stop.
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think if I did my math right, there's 351 gold left from the Uber food sale
Oh my
after
gosh!
the
I
spice
can't believe-
purchase. I'm gonna have to remember
Sounds
that
about
Brad
right.
has to talk fast at the beginning of next episode.
It'll wear off.
Yeah, eventually.
It's fine.
I just want the record to reflect that Alvin always has the spell haste prepared, and I'm so gonna cast it on Brad in combat now. It's going down, buddy. It's happening.
Brad will get the zoomies.
Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully you guys had fun.
Heck yeah.
You guys look like you're a little in shock. I mean,
We ended the session with the guy breaking a dude's arm and then saying, "Ah, sorcerer, time to kick your ass."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna
Good
say,
luck with
like,
that.
all things considered, like, Tyrael's, like, not scrawny, but he's not a big guy.
He's still Padawan level monk,
Oh
kind of.
yeah, this is gonna suck, but it'll be great.
He's all, like, wiry muscle. I look forward to the fight. I think it'll be cool.
I'll hype it like I did for the last fight.
Oh
You
yeah.
excited, man?
yeah, you can do that.
Nice.
Totally fine. So yeah, cool. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Time.
Always,
Yeah.
every time.
Well, thank you.
The special Meehan snacks were awesome.
Dude, yeah.
And Snacks
that
was a great start to the session. I think it really, like, set the tone for, like, oh yeah, we're having a fun one tonight.
Sorry
well,
if
Meehan's a
selling them was-
jokester, yeah.
And I like that, yeah.
Yeah, it fit him very well.
Yeah, he just hasn't had a chance to always showcase his practical joking nature. So the fact that he was able to is just it makes him feel good.
He's probably like sitting back doing whatever him and the Cogmaster are doing, but like having a good chuckle, like, oh, I bet they're eating those snacks. I bet they're eating them.
Maybe.
They thought we
We'll
were
find-
doing boat stuff, and we just gave him trick snacks.
Jesus. Anyway.
Got him.
They're gonna walk into town. They're gonna sound so dumb.
All right. Well, let's sign off.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
So everybody, for hanging out.
everybody. Thanks for watching.
I'll put the scores
We have to level
Thanks,
up.
to
friends.
the
Does
game in
everyone
the
level
chat.
See
Yeah.
you all Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
That's right.
we're
Thursday's
gonna
the
determinate.
Terminators. Yes, Thursday
Yeah.
the Terminators. Totally.
The Terminators
And maybe
might be
Saturday?
back.
Saturday, possibly a non-D&D
Awesome.
stream.
But still a tabletop thing.
Still a
Yeah.
tabletop thing, just non-D&D. Different system. Probably
Cool,
Saturday.
cool.
Lots of roleplay.
All right.
Hey,
And everybody, thank you so much for hanging out and watching or being part of our game. That's cool. Thank you so much.
later, dudes.